This morning, a homicide suspect is on the loose, who Madison police want you to keep an eye out for.
Also, a breakthrough drug offering up hope this morning for Alzheimer's patients. And now it has FDA approval, what it means for patients who couldn't afford it.
And we are watching a cluster of showers and storms over the plains that may bring us some rain tonight. Well, the first warm forecast coming up.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynshine.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warm forecast. Feeling really cool and comfortable outside this morning, Kelly.
Yeah, definitely a break from the heat and humidity we had earlier this week. So, yeah, you might need a light jacket this morning. So find that. We are looking at the cluster of showers and storms that are off to our west right now, moving across the plains. That's the opportunity, that disturbance possibly moving into southwestern Wisconsin this evening may bring us some rain going into tonight. Right now it's 54 in Madison. As mentioned, you might need a light jacket this morning. 38 in Camp Douglas. Black River Falls 39. The Dells at 49, so a nice cool start to the morning. Highs expected to be in the upper 70s today, running a little bit shy of our average. We'll start to see some of these clouds roll in. It can't rule out some of this rain spreading into southwestern Wisconsin. It may reach the Madison area this evening. Most of the weekend will be dry. Can't rule out an isolated showers. We'll see temperatures into the lower 80s. So some sunshine this morning. Clouds will start to move in this afternoon. Temperatures in the low 70s here at the noon hour, upper 70s. Here's some of that rain spreading out of Iowa. If it holds together, reaching southwestern Wisconsin toward the rush hour and the Madison area between 7 and 8 o'clock. Doesn't look to be real heavy, and it remains to be seen whether or not that'll hold together. But there is that chance tonight. Otherwise, looking at partly sunny skies today with temperatures in the upper 70s. More on the weekend forecast coming up in 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. 6:01, for the first time ever, the FDA is granting full approval to a drug proven to show the progression of the Alzheimer's disease.
Our Shane Hogan is here now with how patients can afford it and how effective the drug really is. Shane.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. The move by the FDA is seen as a major breakthrough in the fight against this devastating condition that affects millions of people. The drug is called Leqembi, and it's given to patients through IV infusion once every 2 weeks. Infusion centers are already gearing up for a major surge in new patients. Thursday's full traditional FDA approval means the drug is now available for coverage by Medicare. That's the major change right now. It had been available under accelerated FDA approval, but it was costing people more than $26,000 a year before insurance.
You had this treatment at your fingertips, and suddenly you had Medicare saying, yeah, but you can't quite get access to that at this point in time.
Now, Leqembi targets a specific protein that forms plaques in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. Now, I want to talk about some of the important numbers regarding this new drug for you to understand a little bit more. A large trial funded by the drug's makers found Leqembi slowed the progression of the disease by about 27%. However, the drug does carry some risks. About 13% of patients in the trial had brain swelling and about 17% had brain bleeding, compared with just 9% in the placebo group. Now, while experts agree this is a major turning point in the fight against Alzheimer's, they do warn this drug is not a cure and was only tried in people with early Alzheimer's disease. Now, again, though, a major breakthrough that is something we will absolutely keep an eye on as we learn more.
Bringing access to more and more people. Shane Hogan reporting this morning. Thank you, Shane.
Monday marks the 5-year anniversary of the deadly Prairie explosion that rocked the city's downtown and killed a fire captain. Corey Barr was checking on a gas leak when the explosion happened. To honor him, Prairie Fire and Rescue will be participating in several gatherings taking place July 10th. The Captain Corey Barr Memorial will be available for all to visit throughout the day. Prairie firefighters say all are welcome to leave a note, a flower, or a memento there. Other events will be held across town. Over at Burn Boot Camp, owned by Corey Barr's wife, there will be an event from 12 until 2. Fire Station number 1 is holding an event from 3 until 5, and Glass Nickel Pizza, which has since been rebuilt since it was devastated by the explosion, will hold an event from 5 until 8. We'll be providing all-day coverage on the anniversary of the explosion, starting with Josh Sprider live in the city here on News 3 Now this morning. Follow along with developments and keep track of all the events you can attend over on our News 3 Now news app.
Madison police asking for your help this morning, finding a homicide suspect. Take a look at your screen. This is 18-year-old Julius D. Jones. He is a suspect in a shooting from downtown back in June. Now, police say Jones should be considered armed and dangerous. They do not want you to approach him, but if you spot him, here's the information you need. Call 911 or Madison Area Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. Jones has not been formally charged, but again, he's the main suspect in the killing from downtown. The person killed in that shooting was 20-year-old Nicholas Taylor Washington on East Dayton Street. A 21-year-old Fitchburg man under arrest this morning. Winona's police chief says a car sped past an officer at 90 miles an hour around midnight on Thursday. The officer tried to stop him, but the driver took off. He led police on a chase that ended on Fish Hatchery Road when the vehicle hit a deflation device. Police say during the chase, the man slowed down near Rimrock Road. They later found a discarded handgun in that area. The man was out on a bail charge for disorderly conduct, using a weapon at the time. A first warn traffic note for you. Drivers in Rock County should expect a long-term closure of a highway outside Whitewater. Starting this week, crews will be fixing the pavement on Highway N. The highway will be closed to all traffic between 26 and Warner Road near Whitewater. Here's a map of that stretch. It's expected to reopen at the end of August, so you got about 2 months here where you can't use this entire stretch of road. There will be posted detour routes for you to follow. 5 after 6, student loan repayments will start back up again August 1st. To prepare for that, experts say you should get in touch with your loan servicer. Confirm your personal information, loan amounts, interest rates, and payment plans. They also recommend enrolling in auto debit, which will keep you on track. Head to studentloans.gov to get a feel for your situation through a loan simulator. The Biden administration has announced some new measures, though, to provide some relief called the SAVE Plan.
Well, all borrowers will be eligible, and there will be an application available later this summer. If you're currently in the repay program, you'll automatically be enrolled.
All right, so keep an eye out for the SAVE Plan later this summer. The Department of Education, meantime, announcing a program that starts October 1st. For 1 year, people who miss student loan payments will not go into default, won't be referred to a debt collection agency, and won't take a hit to their credit score. The heat so far this July is breaking records across the country and even the world. More than 67 million Americans across the states saw temperatures over 90 degrees on Thursday. Nearly 40 million experienced feels-like temperatures in the triple digits. This as Tuesday set an unofficial record for the hottest day on Earth. Climate experts are saying that crisis, combined with complex weather patterns in the Pacific, are pushing the Earth to new records.
We're going to continue to break records as climate change continues until that point where emissions and greenhouse gases are no longer accumulating in the atmosphere.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says in a statement it can't verify those unofficial figures from this week. But as you just heard from its chief scientist there, we will likely continue to see that heat as the summer drags on. And you can thank the heat for the mosquitoes. More are biting when the temps are high. Not all repellents are made equal. Experts say you should use one that's approved by the CDC. And if you're spending time outside at night, consider wearing long sleeves and pants. Those are good ways to protect yourself. Taking a live look at the White House now, President Joe Biden said to announce today that the U.S. will send cluster bombs to Ukraine. It's a controversial move because between 10 to 40% of those bombs fail, and they can be detonated by civilians years or even decades later. Human Rights Watch says that these weapons are one of the world's most treacherous. They're banned in over 100 nations. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is overseas in China today. Earlier, Secretary Yellen had expressed a desire for America and China to strengthen their economic ties. New this morning, though, she had criticism for the country and its treatment of American companies.
I've been particularly troubled by punitive actions that have been taken against U.S. firms in recent months. I'm also concerned about new export controls recently announced by China on 2 critical minerals used in technologies like semiconductors.
Those semiconductors are essential to expanding the electric vehicle industry. Now, as the 2 leading contributors in greenhouse gas emissions, the U.S.-China relationship could reshape the global response to climate change. The president's climate envoy, John Kerry, will visit the country next. Special counsel Jack Smith is zeroing in on a chaotic Oval Office meeting that reportedly took place in the final days of the Trump administration. CNN reports this morning investigators have been asking witnesses about that meeting. Sources say that the former president reportedly considered proposals
to keep him in office. This was despite objections from his own counsel. Smith's team is said to be close to charging decisions in the investigation into efforts to overturn the 2020 election results.
It is 6:09 on your Friday. Coming up, more from our interview with Football Hall of Famer and Badger alum Joe Thomas. We had a pretty fun moment talking about his upcoming big speech.
Also ahead, we're going to hear from the Bucs' new assistant coach, who's breaking barriers and how she wants to pave the way for others.
Get over 50% off on this sofa chaise right now at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list throughout the store and up to 70% off on clearance items. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
Shop Macy's Black Friday and July specials now, like underwear, bras, and more starting at $9.99. Up to 65% off Samsonite, Travel Pro, and more, and Effie Fine jewelry. Download the app for even more great deals at Macy's.
A mystery.
Jessie loves playing detective.
But the real mystery was her irritated skin. So we switched to Tide Pods Free and Gentle. It cleans better and doesn't leave behind irritating residues.
And it's gentle on her skin.
Tide Free and Gentle is EPA Safer Choice certified. It's got to be Tide.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-439-4089 or go to sonobello.com.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Do you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 lines for $90 a month plus 4 free phones. US Cellular, built for us.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To your big promotion.
And to your new house.
I know.
What? I guess you had to move fast in this market.
Right? Best thing I did was get a pre-approval from Summit. Once I knew my budget, I only looked at homes I could make a serious offer on.
And how's construction going on your place?
1 month left.
Must be stressful.
Actually, no. I'm working with Summit too, and they've been great about answering all my questions and guiding me along. It's been easy.
Whether you're building or buying a home, Summit Credit Union is here to help.
Incredible deal on this Sealy Queen mattress for just $3.99 at the 4th of July mattress blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, Sealy mattresses starting as low as $129. Up to 60% off list. What a sale.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. There's a new bike trail program for you and your family to check out this summer. Madison by Bike offers a new spin on exploring the greater Madison area. It's a free digital passport program featuring 4 bike routes with suggested check-ins and stops. You can earn points at each stop for your passport, which can earn you prizes. There are more than 30 stops ranging from restaurants to parks to retail.
Well, Art Fair returns to Capitol Square this weekend. This is the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art's 65th time hosting the event. There will be a mix of music, entertainment, food, and almost 500 artists exhibiting their work this weekend. So because of this, the Dane County Farmers Market is going to be moved to Breeze Stevens Field, while the art fair is going on down on the square. The fair is open Saturday from 9 to 6 and Sunday from 10 to 5.
The 40th annual season of concerts on the square is finally off and running after a week and 3 weather delays. Beautiful music at last night's concerts featuring 4th of July themes, including the Star Spangled Banner. The season continues next week. The theme on this upcoming Wednesday, a Wisconsin celebration. Local artists, including the Middleton High School Choir, will be making special appearances.
6:14, Kelly Slifka's outside on the back patio, feeling nice and cool out there this morning. Kelly?
Yeah, nice and cool. The air feels really fresh. We don't have any of the smoke hindering us out here this morning, so you might actually need a light jacket this morning. We're getting a little bit of a break from the heat and humidity that we actually had in June, and we had the story earlier that we reported on that it was the hottest day ever across the entire world on Tuesday on the 4th of July. Well, that's kind of the trend we've seen in Madison. Our summer months, June, July, and August, have been trending upward. In fact, over the last 50 years, our summers are about 2.5 degrees warmer than what they were 50 years ago. One thing we definitely need is some rain here in southern Wisconsin. We are under a extreme drought. You can see that red bullseye right over the Madison area. We did get some rain over on Wednesday, but some areas to the west did not. We're hoping that some of this rain that's spreading across the Dakotas, that cluster of showers and storms, holds itself together and brings us some opportunity of some rain, especially for our western counties that did not get much rain like we saw in the Madison area on Wednesday. As far as our rain chances, probably holding off until we get into the evening hours. You can see the rain chances start to go up as we go after 6 o'clock this evening. Slim chance of rain overnight tonight, but I think the best chances will be coming in this evening. There's that drought monitor again. Once again, that bullseye right over Madison. We got the rain. Northwestern parts of the county did not, into Sauk County and northeastern Iowa County. Right now, the radar is clean here. We do have clear skies right now. Looking at our Edgewater sky cam, the temperatures are very comfortable, and we're going to fall a little bit below our average this afternoon. I expect a little bit more cloud cover to come in. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Bottom line, though, it's going to be a nice afternoon. We do have that chance of some rain moving in this evening, some scattered showers, maybe an isolated shower this weekend, otherwise mainly dry. 40s, even 30s up there in Camp Douglas. 49 right now in the Dells, 46 in Lone Rock. Madison at 54, 49 in Sauk City and Cross Plains. So a nice start to our morning. Might need a light jacket. Looking at sunshine this morning, a few clouds rolling in this afternoon. There's some of that rain spreading in the southwestern areas of the state. Later this afternoon into the evening hours, Madison area 7, 8 o'clock. It looks to be on the lighter side as we go into the evening hours. In fact, most locations picking up less than 1/10 of an inch. Hopefully some of the folks in Grant County could benefit for 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch if that holds together. First warm forecast, the chance of rain comes in this evening. Otherwise, just isolated chances this weekend. And we have chances next week. Nothing real organized, but we do at least have those chances going into next week. High temperatures well into the 80s.
6:17 now. When former Badger Joe Thomas gets inducted into the Hall of Fame next month, the big part of that weekend is the speech. It's something we joked around about when we talked with him recently, and I couldn't help but offer up some advice. So the last time we talked, you said you would mention me in your Hall of Fame speech.
I'll mention the Badgers and I'll mention you, Chris. So I appreciate all you've done to help me get to the place that I am right now.
I've been workshopping a couple of things.
Oh, thank you. You're saving me some work here.
Would you mind reading some of these and telling me what you think?
What an honor it is to be inducted into this Pro Football Hall of Fame. I'd like to start by thanking my best friend, the award-winning journalist, Chris how do you say your last name, buddy?
Stanford.
Oh, it's Stanford, common spelling, for his unwavering inspiration. Before I recorded my 10,000th consecutive snap, all I could think of was making my mentor, Chris Stanford, proud. I mean, it brings a tear to my eye reading some of these.
That's poignant. That's poetry. Nice job.
Actually, I should probably keep that, but I've already memorized it.
We can work on these later. We can work on these later. But in all seriousness, I mean, this is a big deal. This is a time for you in your career to look back and to thank everybody who helped you get into the Hall of Fame. Do you think you're going to get emotional?
Oh, yeah. I'm an emotional guy, big teddy bear. And whenever I see the faces of my kids, my wife, it makes me think about like the journey that I've made in my professional career, from being drafted in 2007 to having my kids in 2012, thinking about like how they've grown up and become part of my athletic experience, my athletic story, and then thinking about the faces of all the teammates that were a part of that journey, bringing them back for the Hall of Fame, seeing them in the crowd, just bringing back those memories, that nostalgia that I think it can touch a lot of people. And for a big softie like me, it's definitely going to bring a few tears out.
I want to be clear. He started all this.
That's true.
All I asked is if he had any plans to mention the Badgers in his speech, and he had to rope me into it. So we thought we'd have a little fun with it. But don't you love to see a big, burly guy like that
get emotional?
Show his soft side?
You said that happens a lot during the Hall of Fame speeches.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of that weekend, is seeing these guys who just gave their all on the gridiron breakdown. Oh, yeah, it's something to watch.
Stay tuned to see if he mentions Stanford. All right, at 6:19, Zach Hanley has the rest of your morning sports today.
Sydney Dobner made history last week when she was named an assistant coach on Adrian Griffin's coaching staff, becoming the first female to hold that role in Bucks franchise history. And her resume speaks for itself. Dobner spent 6 years with the team, starting with the Herd and working her way up to Milwaukee's video coordinator. And now with the new role this season, Dobner just wants to help the Deer win a championship.
I just want to be good at coaching basketball. I just want to help this team be better. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm thinking about. Breaking the ceiling is like a bonus. Like that's just something that, you don't imagine that you're going to be able to do, but somebody has to be the first. And I'm going to do the best of my ability to, set good standards for other people around the league and people trying to get this opportunity and just being visible for, other girls that think this is a possibility for them in the future.
Wednesday's 9th inning for the Brewers was one to forget. So much so that we aren't even going to go into detail about how they blew a 2-run lead and ended up losing. Instead, it's on to the series finale. Christian Yelich and the crew looking to even up their series. 5th inning, tied at 1, and Yelich puts some cheese on it. His 3-run bomb gives the crew a 4-1 lead. Of course, though, the Cubs would tie it up, but this time, the Brewers get the last laugh in the 8th inning. Victor Caratini's solo shot would be the game winner. Brew Crew take it 6-5, the final. And the Mankato to Madison pipeline continued for the Badger men's hockey program, with Kevin Murdoch joining Mike Hastings' staff. A former goalie himself, Murdoch, who played college hockey at Minnesota State and Lake Superior State, will work with Wisconsin's netminders. He spent last season as an assistant coach at Alaska Anchorage. And that's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Still ahead, a potential legal battle between Threads and Twitter and what it can mean for the new social media app.
We'll be back after this.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
Hy-Vee hot deals are back. Prima peaches or nectarines, $1.68 a pound. Hy-Vee large eggs, 84 cents a dozen. And Hy-Vee Choice Reserve Bacon Wrapped Sirloins, $2.99. Get the hottest deals all week long at Hy-Vee.
My clothes look fresh, but I need them to smell fresh too. That's why I add Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh. Still fresh. Still fresh. Still fresh, you nasty little goblins. Still fresh. Still? Still. Still here. Still fresh. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables.
Reviews are very important. It really reflects on how we're handling customers at Precision Door. It's feeling like I'm helping out my neighbor. Quality service quickly from a name you can trust.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust. What if in 1968 the mayor said nope to Summerfest? How many bands would you have never seen? Would hitting 12 stages in one day even be possible? Thankfully, 55 years ago, Summerfest was a yes. Don't miss Milwaukee Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance.
McGann Furniture Downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, Downtown Baraboo.
You've got this. Your big moment on their big day. The dress? Another one you'll never wear. Gift? Practical. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with free overdraft protection transfers. So when you get invited to your 3rd destination wedding in as many months, we'll be there with you.
When we first met Todd, we thought Jen was kidding.
You've got this with Associated Bank.
You got me.
Hey, you're it.
Imagine a world with no drama. For the guarantee of high-quality promotional items delivered on time, go to 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day. Then
nothing in my way. I love
Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Get summer savings this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee. A 1-pound pack of strawberries, $1.88. Buy one, get one free on Smithfield marinated pork loin fillets. And 6-pack Coke products, $2.99 each with purchase of 4. Only at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. Shane's here now with the trending story of the day.
Yeah, we're continuing our discussion on Threads and now some new privacy concerns with the app. This is really interesting. The launch of the social media platform in Europe will be delayed over some concerns about privacy. Now, the EU said Threads won't be rolled out until later, at some later time. Now, this upcoming regulatory uncertainty, that's what the EU is talking about, playing into their decision for not allowing it in Europe just yet. So something to keep an eye on there. Privacy concerns, obviously, it's already been launched here in the U.S., about 30 million users so far, and a Twitter battle potential with a potential lawsuit could be coming. You know, people from Twitter calling it a copycat, saying they stole people from Twitter to use their trade secrets to create the new app. So a lot going on with this story.
So here's another concern. If you delete your threads at some point, you're like, okay, the privacy concerns are too much for me, the data collection bad. It'll delete your Instagram.
That's a great reminder for folks because, you know, people have had Instagram for years. You got a whole collection of photos. You want to lose both.
Yeah, so apparently Threads is addressing this, but they haven't changed the policy yet, so be careful.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that for sure.
Stick around. We're going to get to that weekend forecast right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Easily take on outdoor projects with Yardworks. Save on everything you need for maintaining your yard. Get this 100-foot contractor-grade garden hose for only $59.99 after rebate. Whether it's removing deep-seated stains or washing down a vehicle, Master Force pressure washers have the power you need for making short work with any job. Pick up a Master Force electric pressure washer for $355.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I've been telling everyone, the secret to great teeth is having healthy gums.
Crest Advanced Gum Restore detoxifies below the gum line and restores by helping heal gums in as little as 7 days. Crest.
Good checkup? No, great checkup.
Nailed it again.
Keep up the good work.
For great checkups, Crest has you covered because Crest Pro Health protects 100% of your mouth for 24 hours.
Look, Mom, no cavities.
Crest.
Right now, the search for a missing 13-year-old moves into a new phase 1 month in. The new developments.
Plus, with record temperatures around the globe, climate experts are warning we're entering uncharted territory.
And let's give you your first look outside this morning. Looks like a beautiful sky above Madison. Not a cloud there. However, Kelly, we are tracking the chance for rain later this evening.
Yeah, it looks like that chance of rain will hold off until this evening, but it is a nice start to our morning. In fact, it's a little cool out west. Temperatures in the 40s. We'll track that rain coming up in a few minutes.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, just a gorgeous morning out there. Cooler than what we've been used to. I needed a jacket this morning.
Yeah, I did too. Definitely a cooler start to our morning. It's going to be warming up, but remaining a little bit below our average for this time of the year. We are looking at temperatures that have actually dropped in the 30s for some. 39 in Camp Douglas, 41 right now in Black River Falls. Here in Madison, we're sitting at 54, 50 in the Dalles, 57. Currently in Janesville. High pressure, that's came down from Canada. That's what's brought us the cooler, drier weather that we've had out here this morning. We are watching a disturbance off to our west, producing some showers and storms there in the Dakotas, Nebraska. That's the system. If it can fight off this dry air that we have overhead, moves in tonight, that'll bring us an opportunity of seeing some rain. So that's our opportunity of seeing some rain going over the next 24 to 36 hours. Today, temperatures are mild, running a little bit below our average. We should be in the low 80s, but we're expecting upper 70s. We do have that rain chance tonight. Hopefully the southwestern counties get it because they did not get the rain that we had on Wednesday in Madison. Temperatures in the 80s this weekend and generally dry. Can't rule out an isolated shower. So most of the day dry. Temperatures in the lower 70s here later this morning. A little bit more cloud cover for the afternoon hours, but as we get toward 5 o'clock, some of this rain, if it holds together, moves out of Iowa into southwestern counties, into Grant and Crawford County, spreading through Iowa County, Sauk County, then into Dane County and into Rock County here between 7 and 8 o'clock. And that's our opportunity of seeing some rain. It looks to be fairly light, but at least we do have some wet weather in the forecast by tonight. Otherwise, we'll see the clouds increase throughout the afternoon hours as temperatures climb into the upper 70s. More on that chance of rain, how much we can expect coming up in 15 minutes.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Hey, let us help you plan your weekend with real-time updates to the forecast on our First Warn Weather app. Just search for WISC Weather in your app store.
Authorities now say a vehicle pulled from the Rock River is a stolen car from 30 years ago. Someone found that vehicle this week near Riverside Park in Janesville. They were using a side-scan sonar device. The Rock County Sheriff's Office then deployed a boat, confirming it was a car in the water, and then a dive team connected some tow straps to it and pulled it out. The car was reported stolen back in August of 1993. That investigation is now considered closed.
Continuing coverage now, officers in Sauk County giving an update in their search for the missing 13-year-old boy in the Baraboo Bluffs. The search is about to hit a month since he went missing. Deputies say they're working to rule out every possibility that could have happened in his appearance, including whether someone might have helped him. The boy left his home in the overnight hours of June 12th in his family's van. Officers later found it abandoned along Highway 12 near Devil's Lake. A week into their search, authorities found evidence the teenager may be intentionally trying to live off the grid as a survivalist. During that week, they found 2 campsites he might have set up. Now, Lieutenant Stephen Schramm of the Sauk County Sheriff's Office talking about the disappearance, telling us, quote, "We're treating this as a missing persons case. We're investigating everything that can go along with that."
Tens of millions of Americans facing some sweltering temperatures in what's being called the hottest week on record for the entire planet. Average temperatures around the world are reaching all-time highs. Climate scientists say that the 4th of July was the hottest day on record, despite half of the world being in winter. Experts say climate change, the El Nino weather pattern, and a warming Pacific are pushing us into uncharted territory.
That hottest week on record continues to impact drought conditions here in Wisconsin.
Excuse me. Our Shane Hogan is here now with the latest on the drought monitor and the impact it'll have on local farmers. Shane?
Yeah, that's right, Chris. Things have gotten worse for Dane County and the rest of southern Wisconsin. So let's take a live look here at the U.S. Drought Monitor. Dane and parts of Sauk, Iowa, and Jefferson counties are now experiencing that extreme drought. That is the bright red color. If you see the drought monitor, we're going to get a look here at it right now. Here it is. The rest of southern Wisconsin is in the severe category. It is worth noting, though, that the rain we got earlier in the week was not accounted for in the latest monitor. Now, despite that, much needed rain conditions do continue to get worse across southern Wisconsin, and it's not just hitting your front lawn hard. Farmers across the state have been trying to hang on to their crops. They're hoping for more rain, as another week with little rain would make this the worst drought Wisconsin has seen in 11 years, something not even the experts saw coming a few months ago.
In fact, this was sort of the poster child for a flash drought because we were so exceptionally wet through April. And then we just had one of our driest Mays and Junes on record. In fact, Madison had its very driest May-June period on record going back to 1870.
Now, experts say there is still some hope of recovering from the drought, but the longer it goes, the worse the impact it has on our crops. The next drought monitor will be released next Thursday with data gathered from the previous Tuesday, so we will be sure to keep an eye on that later next week.
Some good context there. Shane Hogan, thank you very much.
All right, developing this morning, Public Health Madison-Dane County says that they will stop trying to collect fines from a dance studio that they claim violated a public health order during the pandemic. They allege in 2020, Oregon dance studio A Leap Above held a production of the Nutcracker that had at least 119 people in attendance. That is a claim the studio denies. The fines were capped at $3,200. After a state Supreme Court decision last summer determined the studio was still on the hook for the fines, the case was returned to Dane County Circuit Court. But health officials say they determined it wasn't worth the effort to collect the fines.
An update now. New comments and charges from a woman accused of stealing more than $100,000 from the Milwaukee Honor Flight. Joni Nogay of Cudahy is charged with felony theft. She faces up to 10 years in prison. Nogay was in charge of the We Run, They Fly. It's a Milwaukee nonprofit that provides vets with flights to Washington to see military memorials. Prosecutors say over the last 10 years, she deposited tens of thousands of dollars into her personal accounts from the charity. Nogay's attorney, she is dead set on making everyone harmed in this controversy whole.
Milwaukee's financial future could be decided Tuesday. City leaders say a 2% sales tax could save the city from financial collapse, while some folks say it'll hurt the lower class. If the tax goes forward, it would cost on average $230 a year for low-income residents and $365 a year for medium-income folks. But if it fails, 700 police officers, 250 firefighters, and 400 city employees could be laid off in the first year alone.
Borderline unimaginable to think of cuts this devastating, but we did the math, and we tried to be as generous and as conservative as we could.
Milwaukee makes the most money out of any other city in the state. Why are we letting them choke us out like this?
And it's time out for us to stop accepting peanuts. We cannot hold Republican convention in a bankrupt city.
The budget cap sits at $183 million. The proposed sales tax would fill about $190 million. The deciding vote is scheduled for Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock.
More local news now, maybe the biggest news of the day, and it's coming out of a Wisconsin staple. Culver's is unveiling a new dipping sauce unlike any other. They're calling it their signature sauce, so they think it's a big deal. They describe the flavor as creamy and tangy with notes of buttermilk, savory Parmesan, and a whisper of blue cheese. Culver's also adding Ken's Boom Boom sauce and Bella Terra marinara to its menu.
I wonder how they're going to offer these up. Is it going to be like a cup with a little, lid on it? Are you going to have to peel something back? Are they going to be in dispensers out by the ketchup?
What do they pair it with? You know what I mean? Like, does it come with some particular items, or are people just going to order this on their own?
Ask for it separate. Are we going to get charged for the sauce? So many questions this morning. Can't wait.
Can't wait to ask. Can I get a side of Boom Boom sauce? Never heard of that before. That's a thing? Can I get some of your Boom Boom? Just throw some Boom Boom on there. That's good stuff. All right. I'll report back. It's 6:38. Coming up after the break, lack of sleep, exercise, and cognitive decline, how they go hand in hand.
And it's a nice start to our Friday morning, but we are tracking some rain to our west. Well, the first morning forecast coming up.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day. This
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser does more than clean. It actually protects skin by keeping it hydrated, so you're always ready for the unexpected. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Here at Precision, we are veteran-owned, and we take pride in servicing not only our community, but serving our country as well. No job is too big and no job is too small. Here at Precision, we'll fix them all.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Shop Macy's Black Friday and July specials now, like underwear, bras, and more starting at $9.99. Up to 65% off Samsonite, Travel Pro, and more, and Effie Fine jewelry. Download the app for even more great deals at Macy's.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy. Stay off the freeways. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Brothers Maine enjoys 4th of July festivities with family, friends, and fabulous kitchen and laundry deals. Our fireworks of savings on GE appliances and free delivery will make you ooh and ah. Feel like family at Brothers Maine.
When you're ready to go, but static and wrinkles are like, no. Try Bounce. It's the sheet. Less static, less wrinkles. More softness, more freshness. Bounce. It's the sheet.
Years after an explosion rocked Sun Prairie, the city continues to rebuild, both physically and emotionally.
As long as Sun Prairie's here, we'll be talking about that night.
News 3 Now's Armand Rahman learns how a firefighter who made the ultimate sacrifice is being remembered.
He epitomized the true love of the fire department. He loved this place.
And how the community is healing to make Sun Prairie stronger. Monday on News 3 Now at 6. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
So we all know exercise is important to keeping the body healthy, but without enough sleep, you might not be seeing all the benefits. British researchers looked at people's exercise habits and the amount of sleep that they got on average over a decade. And they found that those who did high-intensity workouts but slept less than 6 hours a night had faster overall cognitive decline than short sleepers who exercised less often. In general, people who had higher levels of physical activity and slept between 6 and 8 hours a night had better cognitive function as they aged. Experts say exercise and enough sleep go hand in hand for better health.
I don't know anybody on this shift who thinks they got enough sleep. Kelly, how you feeling this morning? You awake out there?
I guess so, but you think about that, all the exercise, then lack of sleep. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe that's the issue this morning.
Blame it on that.
Yeah, blame it on that. Well, we got some nice conditions out here this morning. No excuse not to get out and do some exercise because the temperatures are very comfortable. High pressure brought in some cooler air, but it's also got some dry air. That's why the humidity's come down. Now, we are watching clusters of storms off to the west across parts of the plains. Now, it's running into some of this dry air, but there is some hope that some of these showers and storms over the Dakotas, Nebraska, make their way across southern Minnesota and Iowa and reach western Wisconsin a little bit later on today going into the evening. But right now, radar is quiet. As far as our rainfall, obviously, we know we're in this drought. In fact, all of southern Wisconsin, a severe drought, and there's a bullseye of an extreme drought right over Dane County into parts of Sauk and Iowa County. For the month, we are at a deficit, but we did get the rain on Wednesday. We've had just over 3/4 of an inch of rain here in Madison for the month. But since June 1st, our deficit almost 4 1/3 inches, and for the date, for the year to date, we're almost 6 inches. So we are in desperate need of some rain, especially when not getting this rain in the growing season. So we do have clear skies right now. Looking at temperatures in the upper 70s today, running a little bit below our average. Typically, we should be in the lower 80s. We do have that chance of some showers moving in. Going into the evening hours, mainly dry throughout the weekend. We can't rule out a couple of isolated showers or thunderstorms. 54 right now in Madison, 57 in Janesville, 39 yet in Camp Douglas, so definitely needed a jacket to the northwest of Madison, and even up into Sauk City, it's at 51. Cross Plains at 50, 55 in Oregon, and 54 currently in Stoughton. So sunshine this morning, starting to see a little bit more cloud cover. That's that dying cluster of showers and storms off to our west. Some of those clouds headed our way. As we get toward 5 o'clock or so, some of these showers, if they hold together, moving out of Iowa, southern Minnesota into southwestern Wisconsin, hopefully they get it because they did not get the benefit of the rain like we did in Madison on Wednesday. Madison area, if you are planning going out this evening, say 7 and 8 o'clock, take that umbrella with you. Right now, it looks like we do have that chance of some rain spreading on through, and then a lot of that moves on to the east after that. Rainfall amounts don't look too impressive, generally less than 1/10 of an inch if these showers hold together, maybe a little bit more as you get into parts of Grant County. First warm forecast, 78 today with the chance of rain holding off until this evening. 80 tomorrow, just an isolated shower or thunderstorm. 83 on Sunday. We do have chances of rain next week. Nothing real organized, but at least there are some chances going into next week with high temperatures in the low to mid 80s.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. 6:45, we're a month away now from Joe Thomas's induction into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
It's the highest honor an NFL athlete can achieve, joining just 2 other former Badgers, Elroy Crazy Legs Hirsch and Mike Webster. Leah and I talked with Thomas about his path to greatness. On the field at Camp Randall, Joe Thomas's primary job was to protect the quarterback. In 2006, there wasn't a better college lineman. The memories made here are as clear as they were more than 15 years ago.
I think my favorite memory out on this field was beating Ohio State in 2003 in that night game.
Hawthorne just kissed him.
It was my first Big Ten game. It was raining. Ohio State was coming off of their national championship game. They had like a 17-game win streak.
Buckeyes showing blitz. Here they come.
And Matt Shaber came in for the injured Jim Sorgi and threw a deep touchdown pass.
Got it, 50, right side 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Wisconsin.
We won that game, and then we celebrated like we just won the national championship. It was a lot of fun.
In his NFL career, he set impressive records, including the most consecutive snaps. In more than 10 seasons, he never missed a play.
It's been really fun getting an opportunity.
My co-anchor, Leah Linscheid, and I recently caught up with Thomas to talk about his latest professional honor. And there's none greater.
You have to get fitted for the jacket, the bust. That must have been a trip.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal. Like every time you do something involving the Hall of Fame, it's definitely a pinch me moment.
What are you most looking forward to at your Hall of Fame induction?
Probably just seeing all of my old teammates that are going to be coming back that I haven't seen in a long time and being able to kind of just celebrate our football journeys together.
Do you think you're going to get emotional?
Oh, yeah. I'm an emotional guy, big teddy bear. And whenever I see the faces of my kids, my wife, it makes me think about like the journey that I've made in my professional career, from being drafted in 2007 to having my kids in 2012, and then thinking about like how they've grown up and become part of my athletic experience, my athletic story, and then thinking about the faces of all the teammates that were a part of that journey, bringing them back for the Hall of Fame, seeing them in the crowd, just bringing back those memories, that nostalgia that I think it can touch a lot of people. And for a big softie like me, it's definitely going to bring a few tears out.
Joe is now an analyst for the NFL Network and co-host a popular podcast. He and his wife, Annie Nelson Thomas, you may remember her, former Badger herself, basketball player. They've settled in with their kids in the Madison area. Enshrinement is Saturday, August 5th in Canton, Ohio.
I'd love to see how tall those kids are. They just must be.
If they're not athletes.
Natural-born athletes, that's for sure.
They'd have the genes, for sure. It was great to talk with him. We related over a lot. We're both about the same age and have kids around the similar age. It's great to see people like that. I mean, he talks about his athletic journey aside from his personal journey. Like, they're two different things. Like, him being an athlete doesn't define who he is, because there's so much to his life that's not a part of athletics. So it seems like he's having a heck of a time with his family here in Madison at the moment.
Really down-to-earth guy. Yeah. Great conversation. Can't wait to watch his speech.
I really enjoyed it too.
6:48 coming up in the morning sprint. A first warn traffic alert for drivers in Rock County.
First, though, we want to say happy birthday to Braylon and all the kiddos turning 3 today. Thanks for celebrating with us. Hope you have a great one. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Try a toasted bagel sandwich and pair it with a $2 medium iced coffee. Now even bolder.
Ride a chip. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300? Really? And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them. Downy protects fibers, doing more than detergent alone. See?
This one looks brand new. Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
McGann Furniture Downtown Baraboo invites you to come in for their huge Summer Sizzler Sale. It's our biggest sale of the year. For a limited time only, take advantage of sizzling hot markdowns throughout the store. All furniture, bedding, flooring, dining room sets, and accessories marked down with the lowest prices of the year. Plus, get free delivery. Hurry in today. The huge store-wide Summer Sizzler Sale at McGann Furniture ends July 22nd. You'll be glad you did. Since 1905, McGann Furniture, Downtown Baraboo.
What can Sono Bello do for you? How about a new shape?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
With Sono Bello, you can permanently remove stubborn fat in just one visit. Don't wait. The results I've seen achieved are truly outstanding.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way. All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
Start with a look at the drought monitor this morning, showing things getting worse in Dane County. The latest update shows a drastic upgrade in red with extreme drought in Dane, Sauk, and northeastern Iowa counties. The monitor takes data that was gathered on Tuesday, so it actually doesn't factor in the rain we had earlier this week. But Kelly tells us because areas northwest of Madison didn't see much rain, this is still a major concern for much of Wisconsin.
Investigators in Janesville now say a car pulled from the Rock River was reported stolen about 30 years ago. A citizen was using a sonar device on the river and discovered the vehicle on Monday. Authorities investigated. A dive team then attached a tow rope to the car and pulled it out. Records show the car was reported missing in 1993. That case is now considered closed.
Also in Rock County, a first warn traffic note for a highway closure across most of the county. Starting this week, crews will be replacing culverts and fixing the pavement on Highway N outside of Whitewater. The highway will be closed to all traffic between Highway 26 and Warner Road. That starts this week. It won't reopen until the end of August.
Monday marks 5 years since the Sun Prairie community lost its fire captain. Corey Barr was captain of the Sun Prairie Volunteer Fire Department. He was killed while checking a gas leak when the building exploded. To honor him, Sun Prairie Fire and Rescue will be participating in several gatherings on Monday. Sun Prairie Fire and Rescue Company says all are welcome to leave a flower, note, or memento at the statue.
After well-documented delays due to bad weather, Concerts on the Square kicking off its 40th season for the next 4 weeks. Staff helping with the event say they haven't seen cancellations like this in their decades of being involved. Weather permitting, the show will go on Wednesday. The theme is Wisconsin celebrations.
Well, heads up, if you are driving through Kenosha County today, State Patrol is going to be out checking for speeders using drones on I-94. The State Patrol says it's easy for law enforcement to spot speeders this way. And they announce these things in advance so drivers know to slow down. By the way, Dane County is also ramping up enforcements right now against speeders, drunk drivers, and seatbelt violators.
Dane County public health officials say they will stop trying to collect fines from a dance studio they claim violated a health order during the pandemic. The Oregon dance studio A Leap Above was cited in December 2020 with a $3,200 fine. It claims the studio violated a public health order in place at the time with the performance of the Nutcracker that had more than 100 attendees.
A Sauk County family returning from a heartbreaking mission after their daughter died while climbing in South America. Now the Doolittle family is remembering Cassie by giving glass stones with her ashes to family and friends, urging them to place the stones at the summits of their own climbs. The Doolittles hope Cassie's story will continue to inspire others in the future.
2 firefighters are dead after a fire broke out on a cargo ship in Newark, New Jersey. Take a look at this. A fire happened on a 12-story ship. It was docked in Port Newark on Wednesday. Officials say the fire started in 6 or 7 cars on board, then spread to other floors of the ship where the firefighters became trapped. 5 other firefighters were also injured.
All right, good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock, watching a cluster of showers and storms moving across Nebraska, South Dakota, into western Iowa. That's the hope for some rain that'll be possibly moving into western Wisconsin going into the evening hours. It does have to fight some drier and cooler air that we have here currently. It's 59 in Madison, 46 in Lone Rock, 39 right now in Camp Douglas. Temperatures are going to be running a little bit below average this time of the year, but we'll see a lot of sunshine this morning. Some clouds spreading in during the afternoon hours, and we'll watch that chance of rain spreading into southwestern Wisconsin toward 5 o'clock. Madison area, about 7 to 8 o'clock. If it holds together, that'll be the time frame for getting some of that rain. Temperatures in the upper 70s today. Our first warn forecast into the weekend, just a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm Saturday, otherwise generally dry this weekend. And we do have some chances of rain next week, nothing real organized going through next Friday.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great Friday. We'll be back with another update in half an hour.